and it's Tuesday. Oh, Jimmy's here. Hang on. Jimmy's here. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you.
I'm doing good. Good to see you. Let me, I'm going to hide you while I do this. I know. Does she ever learn?
Mine's on too. I better turn mine off also.
Okay, I'm going to do the stats real quick and then get you back up here.
Great.
Okay, so we have 24 days of inventory, and the new median price is $436,000. And I did the home price of $46,000. I did an interest rate of 3.6 because that's what it is today, and the loan amount with 10% down would be $392, and the payment would be $2,159. So things have changed, everybody. They have changed. I'm going to show you a comparison in just 1 second. I want to tell you that we're selling $5 million homes plus a day. And we have 28 that we just listed that were 436 or under. And we have 475 homes that are 436,000 and under. And these are just single family homes, not condos and townhomes. Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah. Investors are buying 46 homes a day. And let's see, January, I put January in here just for comparison of last year. We didn't quite beat January. We were selling 105 in January, where last year we were selling 108. So that's a little different. Everything else is cooking along here. And we've sold 86 homes in 2 days. So that stat is really for yesterday, since this is the second. So that's 86 sales per day so far. But that'll change. All right, so let's get back to, I want Jimmy, hide this one, get Jimmy back up here. And
so you post that on your Facebook site, right? So I can go download that, because I haven't downloaded one for the last month, and I need to download one today, cover most current one.
Yes. Thanks. Okay. Let's see if I can. So here's the difference, Jimmy. It's what's that? 27. That's about almost $200 difference.
Which means $800 more in income to qualify.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the tail of the tape, everybody. We knew the interest rates were going to rise, and they went pretty quick. And then the median home price went up. So that's.
I was with Lee Barrett yesterday, and he reminded me that when, several years ago, when interest rates would go up, they'd go up a whole half a point, or even sometimes a whole point all at once. And now they talk about, we're moving up 2 basis points. It's 0.2 of a point. This is a pretty big jump, though, 3 to 3.6. That's pretty big.
That's pretty big, yeah. And that was in the Mortgage Banker report. So it's got to be accurate, and it went over all the other Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, conventional, what have you. So yeah, they've all gone up.
That was the one that had all the predictions of what they thought the appreciation rate would be this year.
Yeah.
And it was all over the map, from 16% to 4%.
Yes.
All over the map. In other words, the experts, I know you've heard me say this before, but economists are just there to make astrologers look credible.
I love that. Yeah, they're predicting this year we're going to sell 7.5 million homes, and in 2021 we sold 6.9, and in 2020 6.5. So yeah, it's amazing, this market, and they're also saying that they expect the home sales not to decrease this year. So the experts, along with, these are the mortgage companies, they don't think it's going to decrease either. So we'll see, huh?
In March of 2020, so I'm going back 2 years now, there were 97,000 centenarians in the United States. 97,000. almost 100,000 people over 100 years old. When they pass, they're going to have to leave their money to somebody. And so the wealth transfer that's going to go on in the next 5 years, that's going to help this real estate market stay up. When I look at the Gen Zs, I'm thinking, how are these guys going to afford a $500,000 house? Because that's what it's going to be. Well, grandma and grandpa are going to pass, and they're going to leave the money, and they're going to use it to buy a house. They're smart. They've seen what's going on. So I have a feeling that's where some of the buyers are going to come from.
97,000?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that are 100?
Yep, that are over 100, that are 100 or more. Yep, 97,000. Wow. That was March of 2020.
March of 2020. Holy moly. That's huge.
Which just means transfer of wealth. Those people have money, and they're going to give it to their kids.
Yeah. Well, you know that the accumulated banks and savings right now is 7 trillion. I say this all the time, and it was 5 trillion. And that's a huge number, huge increase of wealth.
Yeah.
So, I think the home market's going to just continue to rage, if I could use that word. Now, I sent this to you, Jimmy. I wish I could get that baby over there. He just doesn't want to go. Dang it. I want to get it where you are. There, I did it. Yay. Okay. I sent this to you. This is the Home Builders Research Report.
Right.
And I think I did. You got it probably?
I did get it, yeah. And I looked at it. It was very interesting.
Yeah, the home permits up 27%. Traffic's up. Sales are up. Cancellations are down. I mean, it's just amazing to me. And they say by the time you're reading this, you've undoubtedly already pursued dozens of articles and newsletters discussing and commenting on the year that was 2021 in real estate, both nationally and in Southern Nevada. And of course, we do it every day. For our year-end issue, we will leave most of the commentary and editorializing to those other outlets and get right to presenting the numbers. Beginning with the graph above, we see that all of our major indicators for the new home segment finished better than in 2020. Buyer traffic and gross sales, new contracts showed relatively modest gains year over year, given what happened in March and April of 2020, the pandemic, shows just how active the second half of that year was. The steep decline in cancellations allowed for an aggressive 70% increase in overall new home net sales. I mean, that's just incredible. And then it shows, who are the top 10 builders and the top 10 subdivisions. And I'll post that too in the group for everybody to, look at it. Now I know it says here, builders opened 123 new communities. Can you believe that? In 2021, and that's
10 a month every month on average. That's 10 a month every month. 123. That number doesn't sound so big, but when you tell me it's 10 brand new communities every month for 12 months, that sounds big.
And that just brought under 13,000 lots into the market. Those new projects reported just under 4,000 net sales, led by Watercolor by Touchstone Living. Now, the Watercolor is the one that is selling only to first-time homebuyers.
And they bought the golf course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we're talking, yes, they bought the golf course up in the east. So this is good news that we have more homes to sell, So when you talk about the inventory of resales, this of course adds to the inventory, which increases the days of inventory that we have. That's how I would look at this. Would you say that too?
Yeah, and that comes out to about 1,000 a month, roughly. And so there is some balance there, but that's not, when you give your MLS report, it doesn't show that 1,000 a month.
No.
So
No.
it's another 1,000. Yeah, it's another 1,000 between the 3,000 or 4,000 we're already selling. It's another 1,000.
I could do an estimate based on new home sales, as well as I could do two. I could do resales, and then I could do a combined estimate based on the projected new home sales. So yeah, that would be good. Give people a little bit of breathing. Well, it got down to 19 there at the end of the month. I'm having a panic attack, but now it's back up to 24. So that's good. That's good. So, Jimmy, let's see. Today.
Farm, farm,
Farm. Right.
farm.
Here we go. You're right on. If I could get that over there, I'd be so happy. Get you over here. I'd be so happy. Get that down. There we go. No, I lost you.
Good. I can read it better. I'd rather almost not be up there because with you in the corner like that it makes it very big.
Okay. So, and this is Tom Ferry's marketing plan for geofarming, and he is like me, pushing people to get out there and list more homes. And these are just some of the strategies that he suggests that everybody do: monthly postcards, a monthly newsletter, a quarterly community event, daily circle dialing, get on that phone, local business spotlight series, get on YouTube, get on video, get on live Facebook, do a CMA a day. I think that's like one thing that has to be on the top of your list. You've got to be sending a CMA out a day. We'll talk about that in a second. And then a buyer looking system. Well, hopefully you have a good website that captures buyers. Our Facebook leads we're getting at least one every other day that's interested in moving to Las Vegas from California. So that has really picked up. I don't know, Jimmy, right now. I don't know. Buyer, let's see, the expired system. I mean, people are really killing it with these expireds because they're giving, stats, they're giving information, they're showing people videos. There's the expired people that are working expireds are getting listings. Deborah in our office, she got a $1.2 million listing that was an expired listing. And then she got another one. I don't know that price on that one, but it works, but you just have to practice. And then the absentee owner tenant system, of course, you can get all the absentee owners. I show you that 46 non-owner occupied investors are buying houses every day. So you should be able to tap into that market, because if they buy one, if they probably already own one, or they're going to buy another one. So that's a market. And then the past client system, of course, you need to be writing personal notes and touching base with your past clients. And being the ambassador, whatever it is that you want to do for your community. And then you have to have a Google My Business page. Oh my gosh. We'll talk about that too in a second. Jimmy, I'll tell you a strategy there. And then, so what are the top 3 geofarming strategies that you're going to implement? So pick 3. Okay. And then Tom Ferry says, absolutely. Yes. I'm going back there. Fourth of July. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got here President's Day and 4th of July, and you get their permission up front. You're not putting the flag in the yard without their permission. But I got a new guy that's going to start today, and I'm going to tell him that, whatever area he's picked to Geofarm, I want him to go talk to him. Is it okay if I put a flag in? Because we need to find out how many flags to order.
Yes, right. Yeah. Yes. And, start with 100. Just start with 100. And then grow from there, so that you don't go too wide and you just go deep first. That's my suggestion. And then I'm going to put you down here for a second, and hold your comments till I get you back up here, because I don't think they can hear you. Hang on. Okay, so what is the first marketing strategy you're going to implement? What resources are already available to help you? What resources do you need? Who do you need to help you? How will you hold yourself accountable? And what will your business look like if you accomplish what you've committed to do? Now, I have to tell everybody, it's not easy. It's not easy. If it was easy, we'd all be richer.
Hey, I am richer. I found a penny yesterday.
There you go. There you go. So, did you make a note on any of those?
Not on that. I did. I captured the other screen that you just sent me, though. I captured it because I'm going to look at it again later. So
Okay.
yeah, that one, that screen I captured because I thought that was really, really good.
Yeah.
Making sure we have systems in place. I'm just curious though, if I got a list from the title company around my Geofarm, how many of those lists do you think will have the cell phone numbers on them?
Um, Not very many.
Okay. Because I
Yeah.
know you use Vulcan 7 and Red X and you used all
Yeah.
these services that you paid a lot of money for,
Right.
and those gave you the cell phone numbers, right?
But not that many. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
I think out of our farm with 12, we have 1,200 in our farm. I think probably 100 phone numbers, but that's 100 phone numbers.
Right.
And if you start getting listings and open houses and sending out, it's okay. 100's okay.
Yeah, it's a good place to start.
And we're doing a texting, like Tom Ferry says, copy paste text
Hmm.
to all of our Facebook leads, and we're getting results because they're answering the text, and then we know they're serious, and the ones that answer the text are serious. And like I said, we out of 10 we have 2 that have bad phone numbers, and then out of the 8 we're getting at least 1 every other day that's interested.
Good.
So
Yeah.
they're not interested in coming tomorrow, but they're interested in moving to Vegas and learning more about it. So
Well, and that's 15 leads. Even if you only get 20%, that's still 5 deals, 3 to
yeah,
5 deals.
yeah. And so anyway, I wanted to just take a moment about the CMA a day. Jimmy, this, and you can tell your new person this too. So once they pick a farm, and if they see a house that goes up on the market or is already on the market, they need to do 5 CMAs to the left, 5 CMAs to the right, and 5 CMAs to the people across the street, and just mail them out, and mail them out in a personal note. And just fold up that piece of paper and put it inside that personal note, and just say, this house just went on the market. This is what your house would be worth. And if you do a little bit more research, Jimmy, we have that system Remind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into Remind, and you can go into pick a house number, and they give you all kinds of statistics about that house, the mortgage amount, and you kind of get an idea what they paid for it. So you could even include, based on my research, you have about $100,000 equity in your home, something like that. But there's information there that makes you the authority, and that's what people are looking for. They're looking for people that don't just send them postcards, like just listed, just sold, but give them information.
But I got a really good recipe for banana bread. You don't think that does it?
I think maybe once in a while it's nice to do a soft touch, but
It's still the #1 postcard from agents, according to Tom Ferry and Brian Buffini. The #1 postcard is, and I have a guy that doesn't even live in this state, and I'm on his email list, and I get a postcard from him once a month, and it's some recipe about something. It's the #1, because you know what? It's no work, Ruthie. It's no work. It's a system. He's got me in a system. His name is Nelson Zide. I can even tell you the guy's name, and I've never even met the guy. He was referred to me by Jack Lindbergh. Jack is the one that got me on this guy's mailing list, and every month I get a postcard from Nelson Zide. I don't think I'm ever going to buy a house in Arizona or wherever he is, but he's using the system, and I got to give the guy credit. If I was ever going to send a referral out, he might get it.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. And I don't know if you heard me the other day, but Tom Ferry interviewed Zachary Faust, and Zachary Faust lives in Maryland, and he decided that he was going to do YouTubes about getting referrals from other agents. And he when he started in October, since October, he's gotten 145 referrals.
Wow.
It's just amazing. And Glenda Baker on her TikTok, that she takes one Sunday, and she does 30-second to 1 minute videos. She'll do, she'll do like 20 of them, whatever her number is. And so since she started on TikTok, she's gotten 208,000 in commissions just from her TikTok. So if you go to @Glenda Baker on TikTok, just, and I've shown some of hers on the show, and I think you've seen some.
I have seen, yeah. Well, you did show one when I was watching you.
So And the other thing I wanted to mention on this marketing plan is CMA a day is something, if you're not doing that and you want sellers, start doing it, because it will compound over time. And who wrote that book? Was it
10x.
Darren?
Yeah, Darren Hardy. That is exactly
Yeah.
who wrote it. Yeah, 10x effect. Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and eventually it blossoms.
Really good book too. Really good book.
It's an old book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good book. So you need to do the CMA a day, 5, 5, and 5 in your farm. I mean, that's really 15 a day, or not 15 a day, but 15 every time a new listing comes on.
Right.
And then the Google My Business page. So, Jimmy, here's the deal for this year. Everybody needs to have a Google Business page. It's free. And you need to do a 30-second to 1-minute video a couple times a week about real estate, about an inspection you had, about how many offers you were competing with, anything, just something that's interesting, and start doing it, because Google is the #1 search engine in the world. YouTube's #2. And so if you want to just do something that's easy, get a Google My Business page. And that's part of our social media class. Now, Kane is out right now. He had an operation, as I think you know, right?
I didn't know that, no.
He had a hernia operation on Saturday, but he's at home. He'll be at a class tomorrow. He's not going to work today either, but he'll be at class tomorrow. And we'll figure out when we're going to do that class, Google My Business page class, because they've added so many new things to it. And we want to make sure everybody does it. And the other thing is, I don't know about the FSBO system, but I don't see any FSBOs anymore. I think it's too dangerous. People don't want strangers coming to their house. I think that message got out. So, let's see here. Let me put us together. So I think that was me for today. I just wanted to say this, that I'm reaching out for people to pray for my friends. My poker friends are in the hospital, and they're very, very sick, very ill. The husband is in ICU, and she's on the critical COVID floor. They both got COVID, pneumonia. They're not getting better. Their oxygen levels aren't coming up to the 90s, which is where they need to be. And I just reach out. I don't want to say their names, but just pray for Ruthie's poker friends.
You got it.
And my other friend that plays poker, her father is very, very ill in the hospital. So just pray for all my poker friends, because they're all going through really tough times. And it's kind of got me off my game a little bit.
Well, I believe in the power of prayer, and I've seen so many stories about how much good that it does and how much the results are really powerful. And I think it was Buffini tells a story about a prayer story. I'll have to find it, because it's inspirational, and it's kind of funny, but it's also it really makes the point that prayer works. Yes.
And if anybody is not on the regiment for COVID, from a proactive standpoint, I don't think I have it here. I'm going to post it, though. Anyway, you need to be taking zinc. You need to be taking vitamin D3. You need to be taking Cocertin, which helps boost the zinc into your system. Do and eat right and exercise. Keep your lungs expanded, so that God forbid you do get sick, at least you're going to be able to breathe. These things are serious, and they're saying that you need to take like 8 deep breaths every couple hours, because we tend to breathe shallow, especially if we're busy and talking and whatever. But take some time and take 8 very deep breaths, hold it, and then blow it out your mouth. in your nose, out your mouth, to keep your lungs clear. And of course, I do that when I walk. I didn't walk today because it was too windy.
Well,
And
that might even be worth setting a reminder on your phone. Once or twice a day, just remind myself, no, it's time to just breathe.
yeah,
Because it does affect everything. It affects your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, everything. Because you're right, we breathe shallow. I just saw something on this yesterday or the day before about how many breaths the average person takes, and if you just take 5 deep breaths, 5 is enough to calm your heart down and bring you into focus. And so I'm going to start setting a reminder on my phone, and when it buzzes at me, I'll know, oh, it's time to breathe.
it's time to breathe, right? So I found this thing that on the COVID
Okay.
with the vitamins, and if you can get ivermectin. Now, ivermectin is for horses, but they do have a version for humans. I know when they first came out and said you should be taking it. It we took it when we found out that our friends were taken into the hospital. We took ivermectin for a few days, both me and John. And John has physical therapy still for his hip, and the gal came in and did our oxygen levels. John's oxygen level is 100%. She says, "Do you know how many times I've seen that in my career? Twice." I know. I'm 96.
And you're
What's
the one that
wrong
walks. You're the one that walks every day. Yeah. You must be doing that deep breathing thing. That's all.
Well, he used to be a runner. I think that has a lot to do with it.
That's
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah, it is. It is. And so anyway, I might post this because it has a lot of good information on it. For your early, they call it the prevention protocol. So anyway, I'll post that for everybody. It tells what vitamins you should be taking.
I'm going to text
And
you a quick question when we're done. It's
okay,
about something.
okay. Well, I'll shut down and then don't go off.
Okay.
Okay. So you can buy those little oxygen indicators at the pharmacy, and you just put it on your finger, and it'll give you a reading of how much oxygen, and you need to be in the 90s, preferably over 94. And my friends aren't there, and they're both on oxygen, and to get out of the hospital, you need to get down to 3, requiring only 3 liters of oxygen, and they're in 60s and 80s. Mm-hmm. So they're in trouble.
Okay. Well, we'll do the prayer for sure.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to, if anybody wonders what's wrong with me, well, it does. It just it really sidetracks me.
Well, it was a good show today. You had a lot of good data on there.
Oh, good. And Jimmy, we're having a class tomorrow, and I was really telling everybody how great you've done with this class, especially in the times we have now with the acceleration, with multiple offers, all these things that we have to be careful that we don't cross the ethical line. And
right.
Great class. It's from 10 to 1. Go to be.vegas to sign up. It's only $20. And yeah, so and if you're an Agent Formula member and you sign up for 5 classes, we give you 1 free.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm an Agent Formula member. Look at that. I get a free class.
Okay, everybody, you have a blessed day. And Jimmy, thank you so much. You really lightened my spirits. And so hang on.
I'll be here tomorrow too. I will be here tomorrow too, because we got before class.
Yes. So I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody, and you hang on.